Welcome to From Our Home to Yours, a cooking channel where professionals from Cooperative Extension show you how to cook delicious health-promoting recipes that they love. I'm Carlin Raffy, an Extension Specialist with Virginia Cooperative Extension and a registered dietitian. Today I'm going to show you a recipe that I love, oven-fried fish. Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends that we eat a variety of proteins in our diets, including lean meats, chicken, fish, legumes, and nuts, among others. A healthy diet includes fish, legumes, and nuts more often. Fish is a wonderful source of protein. It's low in saturated fat and high in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA are important for brain health and can help reduce risk of chronic disease, like heart disease. Just a bit about what to look for when buying fish. You can purchase fish fresh or frozen. When choosing fresh fish, be sure that the fish looks moist and firm with no cracks and not sticky. The flesh should not be discolored, and it should have a mild scent that is fresh, not sour smelling. If you are buying whole fish, check that the eyes are clear and not cloudy, and that the scales are firm and shiny, not dry and flaky. Remember to keep fish frozen or refrigerated until just before cooking. When storing fish in the refrigerator, as with all meat, chicken, or fish, place it on the lower shelves below any ready-to-eat foods like salads to avoid drippings from the fish that might contaminate the ready-to-eat foods. I've chosen tilapia for this recipe. It's one of the most popular and frequently purchased fish. It's available in the market, fresh or frozen, and at a good price. It has a mild, sweet flavor and a firm texture. You can use any white fish for this recipe, so choose the one that you like. The ingredients for this recipe are simple. You have the ingredients for your dredging liquid: garlic, egg, a little lemon, some milk, and your favorite hot sauce. Then for the breading, you can use any breadcrumbs you have, either homemade, or you can use pre-prepared breadcrumbs, or you can use cornflakes if you like. Salt, a little pepper, and some onion powder. Of course, the fish, which is the prime ingredient, and a little oil. And that's it. Okay, so let's have some fun cooking. We are going to cook the fish in the oven at 475 degrees, so I'm going to turn my oven on now. So first I'm going to squeeze a little lemon on these fish fillets. You could also season them with other things according to your taste, like a little low-sodium soy sauce or garlic powder, but for today I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of lemon on them. Okay, next we're going to bread the fillets. This is pretty simple. First you need a liquid to dredge the fillets in and your breading. For the dredging liquid we're going to use the milk, minced garlic, your egg, and hot sauce. If you don't like hot sauce, you can leave that out. For the minced garlic, you can either buy minced garlic in a jar, which is very convenient, or you can mince it yourself. I like to mince my own garlic, and I want to show you a neat trick that I learned of how to easily get the skin off of the cloves of the garlic. So let's mince it ourselves. To get the skin off of the garlic easily, trim off the end of the garlic. Now lay your chef's knife flat over the garlic clove and smash the clove slightly, but firmly. Now the skin easily peels off. Once the skin is off, chop the garlic finely and set aside. Now separate the white from the yolk of the egg. You can use the whole egg if you like, but using just the white tends to give a light texture to the breading. Beat the white into the milk and add the garlic and hot sauce. I usually make this up in advance and let it sit for a while to take on the nice garlic flavor. Now soak your fish fillets in the liquid. For the breading, you have several options. You can make your own breadcrumbs by taking bread you have on hand, toasting it, and processing it in a food processor. You can use cornflakes. Simply process the cornflakes in a food processor or crush them in a Ziploc bag, and those can be used. But today we're going to use panko breadcrumbs. In this case, you take panko breadcrumbs that come plain or seasoned. They can come either finely ground or coarsely ground. I've taken some breadcrumbs and processed them in my own little food processor to make them a little bit finer. And then simply add, for this recipe, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then mix. And this is going to be your breading. So before we bread our fish, I'm going to lightly oil the pan that I will bake the fish fillets in. Now, take your fish out of the milk mixture and coat with the breadcrumbs on all sides. Be sure to get all sides coated with your breadcrumbs. And then place on the baking sheet. Now, either spray the fillets with nonstick cooking spray or pour a little olive oil on the top to keep them from drying out when they're cooking. Now bake this in the oven for about 20 minutes to an internal temperature of 145 degrees. You know the fish is done when it is opaque, not translucent like when it was raw, and flakes easily with a fork. Combine this with some lentils and rice, farm fresh asparagus, and a side salad, and you have one delicious, healthy meal. So that's today's recipe, from our home to yours.